Joe Budden is calling Rick Ross's bluff after the Vancouver incident that seemingly started over Ross playing a Kendrick Lamar diss record in the direction of Drake. You might have heard of it. It goes like this: "They not like us." On the latest episode of the Joe Budden podcast, Joe wants to know, why was Rose in Vancouver for that festival at all?
Don't tell me all of this, big boss. I flew my private jet here. I live in the Coming to America house. Cars show 20,000 here. At some point, the words and actions gotta match up. Happens to the greatest of them. J. Cole looked like he sound. Kendrick looked like he sound. Drake looked like he sound. Ross shouldn't have been there.
Ross shouldn't have been there. Yeah, I do agree with Joe Budden's sentiment on that one. Like, you know, that was a question that a lot of us had, was like, number one, it felt like a festival that was underneath somebody that I got the utmost respect for, and a guy like Rick Ross. Okay, respect. Anybody got to go get their bag. I feel like as a man, we can all take a step back and say, salute, bro, go get your bread any way possible. You go get that bread, though, and then you think you so good in Canada that, you know, you can perform Kendrick's They Not Like Us as you're leaving the stage. Like, now we're starting to get a little egotistical. And if you're going to go that world, you gotta be having them boys with you. And I've been around Ross's camp before. You know, his shout out is DJ Sam Sneak. Like, Sam's a good dude. You know, I've seen Slap before, right? Like, you know, these dudes are really solid, good people. Sometimes Ross doesn't have as much muscle with him as you would think the biggest boss will be moving with, because he claims to be the biggest boss. As a matter of fact, one of the ways I've been able to interview Ross is because of how there's a lack of people around Ross oftentimes, because he's so cool and cordial and other people. But again, right now, you on enemy territory while beefing with one of the biggest artists in the world, and you decided to play a Kendrick Lamar diss record, which is the biggest record this year. That's a lot of arrogance, not to mention to clearly not be walking around with them poles on you performing that arrogant record. That's a lot, man. And I think a lot of us concerned fans just don't want to see Ross in positions like that. That's all. We don't want to see Ross in a spot where he could get jammed up like that again. That could have went way worse. Now, I don't know the update on those gentlemen that did get severely hurt. At least it looked like they're on camera. Hopefully they're okay. But just realize that could have went way worse than what it ended up going, man. And hopefully Ross don't do that one again. Time, love, and support is what your boy will never take for granted. Salute. I'm out. I have a wild goal for the month of July. I want to post 300 Facebook videos and 300 YouTube videos. I want to work so hard this month that 10,000 people will follow me on my new Instagram account, As Told by Pharaoh. I'm thanking you in advance because I know y'all gonna support your boy.